Hello collectors, what you see spinning in front of you is a Ferrari 250 GTO made by a company called SCM. I don't think SCM is around anymore, but you can get these 250 GTOs under the JEC brand, maybe even another brand. This model's great. I show it off many times in other videos. Unfortunately, I'm realizing it's missing a wiper blade now because I've taken the case cover off so many times. So that's unfortunate. Well, anyways, this car, number 24, came in second place at the 1963 24 Hours of Le Mans. It won its class. And so you might be wondering, how can I take such a nice looking model and make it look worse? Well, I have an answer, but I still like it. This is the answer. Okay, so these Choro-Qs here, they're made by Takara Tomy. It's listed as a Tomy Tech. Actually, let me back out so you can see the whole card here. Yeah, it's too much glare. But yeah, Tomy Tech. This is number Z-65. So there's a series of these ChoroQ Zeros. Zeros are supposed to be better quality than normal ChoroQs. So they have more paint apps, different wheels, that kind of stuff, specific wheels. So there's a little sticker there. I ordered this online. I think it actually came from Japan. Alright, so this is the number 25 car, which I believe raced in the same 1963 Le Mans race, but it came in 4th place overall, that is. So, why is this tape so difficult? Alright, so that card comes off. Let's get this out of the way. There are separate pieces here for mirrors, I think. I'm a little hesitant to put the mirrors on because unless there's a hole for the mirrors, which I don't see. I see pegs for the mirrors, but odd, I don't see actually any holes for the mirrors. So unless you're going to actually drill this thing with some holes, you know, those mirrors may not stay on very well. So that's kind of a weird design choice here by Takara. Alright. So, let's see here. See if the livery matches up. It actually does. I mean, look at how even the tape marks, it's got tape marks on the headlights. The Ferrari crest there in the middle, those little fog lights, and then the little brake ducts on the side of those fog lights, the 3 ducts in the front above the prancing horse, the number placement, the stripe placement. It's very well done. Okay. Let's see this compressed view. Alright, so it's around 2 times shorter in length than this photograph. Around the same height though. Okay. And I couldn't really find a rear view of the number 25 car except for this cut off photograph. Alright. 3 stacked taillights in the back, so that looks pretty good actually. Alright, let's see what other details we get here under a better light angle. So, you know, it's a decent attempt to have wire wheels, but I like the fact that they have the 3 pronged knockoff centers there. And the printing on this is all tampos. They're not decals, so that's nice. Unfortunately, there's no black paint in here. That would have been nice to have. But I gotta say, this front end is really spectacular. There's a grille texture in here. Yeah, that's actually blanked off and just painted black. I thought it was a hole for a second, but it's just well painted, I guess. So yeah, that's actually just black paint. Very well done. And then yeah, look at the stripes here. So they have yellow and then white on top of it. They even have a little dimple here for the little bolt or whatever that holds this cover on. I think there's a dimple there as well. And here. So there's 1, 2, 3 dimples. The Ferrari badge is printed. 25 is good. The stripes are really straight. And then it's nice to see this raised leather strap holding the hood down. And then these physical locks, I think, as well. So that's nice. Alright, these little scoops, but there's no black paint there. And the stripes carry across, and they all seem to be lined up with each other. Alright, so that's pretty good. 25 back here, there's a bump here as well. Fuel filler door. Yeah, this side here looks alright. Yeah, I didn't even notice here. I think these are like turn signals. But are they painted? Yeah, there's a little white paint on top of the silver right there, so that's nice. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a little black paint in that duct there. And then taillights are painted nicely. Alright, a little reflector. And then we have 4 silver blanked off exhaust tips. Let's see, production date, it says 19/8, so I think it's the 8th month of 2019 that this thing was made. Okay, 1 screw holding it together, this tab here, you can see the exhaust here molded in here. Or are they separate pieces? I don't know, they could be separate pieces, they're so thin. Oh wow, look at this. So yeah, those are thin pieces of plastic. That prick is going way up there, so that's pretty delicate. If you're unaware, this is like a coin racing toy. You can put a coin here, and then the thing will do a wheelie because of the weight. You know, it'll go without it, of course. They actually go very fast, so I'd be scared of chipping the paint. How is this constructed? I think, well, so that window is actually really dark smoked plastic. You can see the pick moving through it. But from the outside, they look just like they're painted black. But it's just an extremely dark smoke, so you don't see the motor mechanism of this wind-up here. So it's very well done, I gotta say. It's a high-quality toy. If you look at the prices of these things, though, they're definitely probably the worst value of things I collect. I mean, I've collected a lot of stupid things, but these things are really expensive for a plastic toy. Although it is a nice looking toy, the actual amount of paint apps and stuff does put it beyond a lot of die-cast cars. It just doesn't look normal, right? But, well, it's time to compare it to a couple other models. Let's see here, I'll get the spinning thing out. I guess first we should compare it to that 250 GTO model I have. I'm so let down that the wiper blade is missing. They're really never meant to leave the display case, so, but I gotta take the cover off or it's gonna be too much reflection and stuff. Okay. Alright, so let's get that away. So I do have 2 other ChoroQ Zeros. The first is a Lamborghini Mirror. And that one's alright. Big fan of that. It's well done, just as well. Maybe not as much detail. You know, it doesn't have all that racing livery. But still a great toy. And then this last one is an Aventador. Also, you know, ChoroQ Zero. So, you notice all 3 of them have different wheels, so I think that's part of the reason why the ChoroQ Zeros cost more. They have to have different molded wheels. And then the paint quality is quite fantastic. I don't see any contaminants, and because the bodies are made of plastic, I don't think they're ever going to get paint rash. I bought some old ones now. They're several decades old and they don't really have paint rash because they're painting plastic and not some sort of cheap metal that outgasses. Alright. Well, so if you like ChoroQs, this is definitely a good one. It has historic significance. And for me, I just love the 250 GTO. I believe a real one actually sold for $70 million at auction once. That might possibly be the most expensive car ever sold. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Okay, well, I'll see you the next time I get a ChoroQ. Take care. Bye.